Hello everybody and welcome to the Maths Live channel. We have seen the concept in previous video. Now let us take the example of bending moment here. The example is a horizontal tie rod of length L is freely pinned at its end, carries a uniformly distributed load W per foot, runs and is subjected to the horizontal tension T. Show that the maximum deflection is W upon N square T in bracket sec H N L upon 2 minus 1 plus WL square upon 8T. Once again I read the problem so that you are able to write the problem and you can solve with me. So a horizontal tie rod of length L, horizontal tie rod of length L is freely pinned at its ends, carries a uniformly distributed load W. Freely pinned at its end carries a uniformly distributed load W per foot, runs and is subjected to a horizontal tension capital T. Show that the maximum deflection is W upon N square T in bracket sec H NL upon 2 in angle NL upon 2 minus 1 plus WL square upon 8T. So according to whatever given, we will form a differential equation first. Now the horizontal rod is given, which is pin at 2 points. So here one point we called it as O and the second point we called it as say P. So I have O and P point, right? Then tension T is given, horizontal tension T to both sides. Clearly. Then there is a deflection between OP. There is deflection OP and this length is L. OP is L. Length of the rod is L. Okay. Then next one is, here I can take one point. We call this point as Q XY. Q XY is the point, and suppose there is a deflection here at Q is Y. We just use notation Y. Then this up to this Q, the distance is say X from point O. Clearly. Now here one sentence is used that it carries distributed load W per foot. So W is the load per foot to this rod. So here I get the weight Wx, W into X, and now I get reaction at this point and reaction at this point, right? So what is the reaction at this point now? We called it as say R, reaction at this point. If length is L, then I get a reaction R is equal to WL upon 2. Reaction is W. So same reaction at point P also, WL upon 2. Okay. So this is the initial whatever given, from that we draw in the figure. Now let us write down the differential equation associated with this whatever we have written, we have drawn. So O is our fixed point, P is our end point, length is L, everything is there, right? So OP is equal to L, then W is the distributed load, T is the tension, right? And the deflection is Y. Now we have to find maximum deflection. We will see what to do for that. So here moment, bending moment EI d2y d square y by dx square is equal to tension. According to the tension, whatever the tension, same way I get a deflection. So here I get Ty. It is outside, outward direction, so no problem, it is positive, Ty. Then minus. What is the reaction here? WL upon 2. Reaction is WL upon 2 into X. WL upon 2 into X. Right? This is the force into this distance X at point O. Clearly. Now I take here this reaction into force is negative. Clearly, because it opposite. Then plus moment at this point, moment at this point Q. Moment at Q is Wx is the total force, total load into this x by 2. Clearly? So Wx into x by 2. So I get a equation Ei d2y by dx square is equal to Ty minus Wlx plus Wx into x by 2. Now we just simplify it, divide by Ei. What I get? d2y by dx square. I transfer this Ty to LHS. So T upon Ei y is equal to, here we can write positive term first, Wx square upon 2Ei minus Wlx upon 2Ei. You may take W upon Ei, 2Ei common, no problem. So here I call this T upon Ei. We use some notation here, whatever given in our problem. It is N is given. So let N is equal to N square is equal to T upon Ei. We just assume here N square is equal to T upon Ei. Substitute here d2y by dx square minus N square y is equal to W upon 2Ei in bracket x square minus Lx. So this is my first equation. Once the equation in our hand, our next job is to solve that equation. Clearly. Now how to find the solution? Complementary function and particular integral. So here auxiliary equation is d square minus n square equal to 0. So d is equal to plus or minus n, plus or minus n there. Correct. So what I get here? Complementary function is equal to c1 e raised to nx plus c2 e raised to minus nx. So complementary function is over. Now let us find particular integral. For particular integral and this solution, complementary function in terms of e raised to nx, but whatever I have to prove, in that I have to prove sec h, right? For that purpose, we write down this equation in terms of cosine and cosine. So here this solution can be written as c1 cos h nx plus c2 sin h nx. We can write this solution in terms of sine and cosine. You can do it by simple using the definition of cos h nx. Here I will show you. Cos h nx is what? E raised to nx plus e raised to minus nx. Clearly. And sin h nx is equal to e raised to nx minus e raised to minus nx. If you substitute these two values and collect the coefficient, you will get the same answer. So this is our complementary function. Now particular integral, for the particular integral, I need 1 upon d square minus n square apply upon w upon 2ei x square minus lx, right? So this is equal to, this term we can write in proper way and simplify, w upon 2ei, here x square minus lx is there, so take n square common, in fact minus n square common, minus n square 1 upon, what remain here, 1 minus d square upon n square. You know the shortcut method, I am using here the shortcut method, x square minus lx. Let us find the derivative. Suppose derivative of first term is x square minus lx as it is. Now derivative of x square minus lx is 2x minus l. If I take one more derivative, d square of x square minus lx is 2 only, in third derivative is 0. So here w upon 2ei minus, and that n square as it is, I can write 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus z, it is 1 plus d square upon n square, series solution of this, plus d raised to 4 upon n raised to 4 plus dot 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 x square minus lx. Now take inside and just write down the answer directly, minus w upon 2ei n square in bracket x square minus lx, right, and double derivative I get 2, so plus 2 upon n square, correct, and others become 0. So this is your particular integral. So you can write down from this the general solution. So our general solution is, I can write down that general solution here. What is y is equal to c1 cos hx, c1 cos h nx. So we get y is equal to c1 cos h nx plus c2 sin h nx minus w upon ei n square x square minus lx plus 2 upon n square. Now here ei n square is our capital T, because we substitute n square is equal to what, T upon ei, right? So I can write that value here T. So y is equal to c1 cos h nx plus c2 sin h nx minus w upon T in bracket x square minus lx plus 2 upon n square. Now we use the initial condition. Now what are the conditions given there? In your problem it is given that when x equal to 0 I get y equal to 0, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, as well as there is no bending moments due to y by dx square is equal to 0. If you see the figure carefully, both ends are free pin, so freely ended. So in our first condition of bending moment, which we have explained in our concept previous video, there is no deflection and no bending moment, right? In another end also, at x is equal to L, again it is also freely end, so I get y equal to 0 and d2y by dx square is equal to 0. So y is there, you can substitute here the value, then find two derivatives of this y. So here using conditions we get, at x equal to 0 we are going to substitute y equal to 0, and same way x equal to L we are going to substitute y equal to 0, means y is 0 at both the places, means end point and starting point. So here if I substitute these values in my equation, see carefully here, c1 cos, if I put y equal to 0, cos h 0, it is 1, so c1, sin h 0 is 0, so it is 0, minus w upon 2t. This is 0 because x is there. What remain? Only 2 upon n square. 2 get cancel, I get w upon t n square, right? So I am writing here, see, 0 is equal to c1 minus w upon 2t into 2 upon n square. 2 get cancel, it is value of c1 is w upon t n square. So my first job is over, value of c1. Now to find value of c2, put y equal to 0, x equal to l, right? So 0 is equal to c1 cos h nl, in place of x I write l, plus c2 sin h nl minus w upon, here if I put l square, x is equal to l square minus l square 0, 2 upon n square is there, 2 get cancel again, so w upon t n square, right? Okay, now what I can do here, I want to find c2 because c1 already in my hand, so I write c2 sin h nl is equal to, transfer this both the terms to LHS, so I get w upon t n square, because minus it become plus and this becomes minus c1 cos h nl. Okay, now value of c1, it is w upon t n square, substitute here, take w upon t n square common, I get 1 minus cos h nl, right? Now divide by this sin h nl, so I get c2 is equal to w upon t n square 1 minus cos h nl upon sin h nl. Now use half angle formulas here. 1 minus cos h nl is 2 sin h square nl upon 2, and sin h nl is 2 sin h nl into cos h nl, right? One sin get cancel, whatever remain, that is sin upon cos, sin h upon cos h, it is tan h. 2 also get cancelled. So this is my value of c2. Now put c1 c2 in your y, we get the value of y is w upon n square t cos h nx minus sin h nx into this tan h nl upon 2 minus 1 plus w upon 2t lx minus x square, right? Now the question is for maximum deflection. If you see the figure carefully, maximum deflection means this type, right? Where it is maximum? Exactly at the center. So here the length is L, exactly at the center means it is L by 2, half, right? So put x is equal to L by 2 here for maximum deflection. So y is equal to, now do your calculation, just put x equal to L by 2. So L by 2 here, cos h nl upon 2 minus sin h nl upon 2 tan h nl upon 2 minus 1 plus w upon 2t, here it is x square, so it becomes L, here it is Lx, so it becomes L square by 2, and here it is x square, so it is L square by 4. Now do the calculation. This tan h nl upon 2, I can write sin h nl upon 2 upon cos h nl upon 2. Cross multiply this cos h nl upon 2 to this cos h nl upon 2, it becomes cos h square minus sin into sin h square nl upon 2 divided by this cos h nl upon 2 minus 1, and here do the calculation, L square by 2 minus L square by 4, it becomes L square by 4. So here w L square upon 8t, and here cos h square minus sin h square, it is 1. Cos h square theta minus sin h square theta is 1. So 1 upon cos h, it is sec hs. So this is your required answer. Okay, thanks for watching.